Well, the rains have been. It's a little bit cooler. Life is feeling a little bit more mellow. The animals are all happier. And the world is carrying on. And the world always carries on. With the demands and the needs and everything else that you have to do every day in your life. And it's a lot like when I'm mucking out the stable. In my Crocs, yes, I'm that mad. I don't wear my willies, so I do it in my Crocs. And the problem is a bit of straw or shavings always gets stuck inside my Croc. Or down my back or something like that. And the trouble is it lodges. And then it starts irritating and reacting and causing parts of my skin to flare up a bit. Now, cortisol does not cause the inflammation. Cortisol is supposed to stop inflammation. The problem is when the receptors are exposed to cortisol for too long, they stop reacting to it. And that's when your inflammation ramps up. That is when you have the problems of inflammation, irritable bowel, skin problems, and also mental problems like brain fog. Now that's a different mechanism. That is where parts of your brain that don't like being exposed to cortisol retract. So the messages don't get around your brain to make the threat center stand down. You stop being logical. You become more emotional. And this is why you become more anxious. You start feeling overwhelmed because the logical part of your brain can no longer send the messages to that part of your brain called the amygdala to stand down. And that bit of straw in your shoe keeps irritating, and the cortisol keeps washing over these areas, stopping the signals getting through. But also, it has an alternative way of affecting your brain. That threat center, that becomes even stronger. The same receptors that are shut off, similar ones in the amygdala, become stronger, sending more and more threat messages. And this is why anxiety ramps up. A bit like the straw. And in the same way that when I remove the straw from my shoe, everything calms down. And the same is for you. When you find a way to put the brake on cortisol, everything settles down. It is all reversible. That is the joy of neuroplasticity. Take care and be well.